Hello and welcome to Eurosport's coverage of Europe's Strongest Man, coming to you from the fabulous Helsinki Ice Stadium in Finland. 12 competitors, each with one goal: to be the strongest man on the continent. 6 events they're going to be competing in as we see the athletes being introduced to the crowd. And they are big. 6 events being the Atlas Pull, the Farmer's Walk, the Log Lift, the Pole Push, the Hercules Hold and the Power Stairs. In each event, the winner gets 12 points, the second one 11, the third one 10, etc. The overall winner, the one who scores the most points. It's as simple as that. Introductions for Riku Hiri, Heinz Olech, Magnus van Magnusson and Flemming Rasmussen. These then the 12. We start with the Atlas Pull. The winner is the one who pulls the fastest the given distance of this bulldozer, weighing 12.5 tons. That's 12,500 kilograms. The distance is 10 meters. And we start with Jamie Reeves, weighing in at a big 145 kilograms. He's 1.93 meters tall. He was the world's strongest man back in 1989, second in the contest in 1992. It looks like he's got a bit of momentum going. Is he going to make it, or is he going to run out of steam? No problem at all. Starting to struggle a little bit. Remember, of course, the time is a factor. We can expect to see certain competitors pulling this tractor all the way through. And he gives up. I beg your pardon, in fact, that was Jukka Ahola from Finland who pulled it all the way in a time of 1:03.87 minutes. He looks as though he's been taking a little bit of strain, as now Hannu Osala from Finland. 1.9 meters tall at 138 kilograms. Pretty much an unknown factor going into this contest, but he's expected to perform well in front of his home crowds. So the time set so far by Jukka Ahola from Finland, 1 minute, a full pull at 1 minute 3.87 seconds. See, the secret is to get down low and then really put it all into the legs. This is only the first of 6 events, and already the guy's taking serious strain. Osala's still going, but it's climbing up towards that 1 minute and 3 mark. Well, so far he's in second. Ahola's not going to be challenged on this one. Well, he hasn't given up. He's still going. And you can see he's just about given his everything, being spurred on by the crowds packing this stadium, and he's got a full pull. So Osala gets it in 1 minute and 40 seconds. So time now for Forbes Cohen from Scotland. Both England and Europe's strongest man last year in 1995 at 135 kilograms. He's 1.95 centimeters tall. But he doesn't look as though he started particularly well in this contest. Remember, the time to beat, still 1 minute and 3 seconds. Well, is that his pull? No, he's going to give it one more. That's it. Cohen doesn't get a full pull, but he does pull 7.71 meters. And up steps another Finn, Riku Kiri. 1.94 meters. One of the slimmer guys at 140 kilograms, if you can call that slim. He was Finland's strongest man in 93 and 94, and third in the world's strongest man in the same 2 years, both in 92, 93 and 94. Slow but steady progress. Trying to get that grip as tight as possible. Kiri not having everything his own way. Decided now he's going to stand. Try and get a little bit of leverage, perhaps. So no go for Kiri. 8.72 meters is what Kiri comes away with. And time now for Heinz Olech from Germany. Germany's strongest man in 94 and last year, fourth in the world strongest man last year. 160 kilograms, 1 meters, 91 centimeters is Olech. And is he on course for a full pull? Well, he's been going at it for almost a minute and a half, and he still refuses to give up. No set time limit, it's just a question of when the guys are prepared to give up. Just a few centimeters left. If he can pull a full pull, he'll put him in third position behind Ahola and Osala. He's done it at 155.67. So only the third competitor to actually get a full pull in the Atlas Pull contest. And now Magnus Magnusson, the Iceland giant. What a record this man's got. He's been the world's strongest man in 1991, 94 and 95. He says he hasn't quite fully got training into this to shape for this contest as such. He'll be working towards the world's strongest man competition later on this year. And as such, only at 1 meters 90 and 130 kilograms. But his strength belies his small stature. Magnus Magnusson on course for what looks like it could be a full pull. He's got a little way to go. Good technique from the man from Iceland. And the time limit comes and goes, so Magnusson will have to settle for 9 meters and 10 centimeters. There's the official result. Magnusson comes through in 4th. Riku Kiri, 8.72, but Jukka Ahola, a fast 103.
Mikä on paras taktiikka? Oliko sun tekniikka?
Asked about the event afterwards, he said, well, the best tactics in the event, your technique seems to be different from the others. His answer, because I'm the lightest competitor, I have more endurance than the big guys. They seem to start too hard, he says.
Onneksi olkoon.
Kiitoksia.
So one competitor who's really happy. He goes into the lead after the first round as we prepare now for the Farmer's Walk. Each competitor carries 2 weights, 1 in each hand. Each weight is about 137 kilograms. The 2 competitors compete simultaneously. The winner is the one who walks the longest distance. And we start out with Ahola and our first look at Bernd Venneberg from Holland. Venneberg weighing in at 185 at 130, beg your pardon, 135 kilograms. He's 185 high. Holland's strongest man in 95. And it looks as though that was a drop there for Ahola. So next up will be Asala and Pittock. Good start for Pittock on the right-hand side. Bill Pittock, 3-time winner of the strongest man in England. Goes around the mark and heads back again. Oh, and Asala has to let go. So Pittock does 29.75 meters. That's going to put him in good stead. Next up on the left-hand side, Jukka Lane from Finland. 3rd in Finland's strongest man here last year. 127 kilograms, 187. And on the right-hand side, Forbes Cohen from Scotland. We've seen him already. Cohen has to let go. It's 14.9 meters. Lane is still going strong. And eventually let go just short of the 35-meter mark. So Lane shifts up into the top 5. Time now. Riku Kiri and Magnus Samuelsson. Samuelsson, Sweden's strongest man last year. He's also been the Swedish arm wrestling champion. Samuelsson at 195 kilograms. But going strong at the moment, Riku Kiri. He looks like he's going all the way. He's going strong on this one. Once again, each weight weighing 137 kilograms approximately. Dread to think what that is in pounds if you convert that. Kiri has got the lead. 55.62 meters. Samuelsson only managing just over 34.5 meters. So Kiri with a full 12 points in his bag if he can hold on to it. Now Magnus Magnusson and Heinz Olek on the right-hand side. Magnusson particularly strong in this event. Just look at those legs. Really are powerful. Cross the line and they'll turn around for another. Olek managing to hold in there at the moment, but look as though he may be taking a little bit more strain. Well, it's not quite a walk in the park for Magnusson, but it comes close. Olek drops out at 36.67 meters. And Magnusson gets a little bit further at 45.44. He seems happy with that. And that puts him into 2nd place behind Kiri for the time being. And finally, we take a look on the left-hand side. That is Flemming Rasmussen from Denmark. And on the right-hand side, Jamie Reeves from England. Reeves, of course, second in the world's strongest man back in 1992, so he's been on the circuit for quite a while. And Reeves and Rasmussen both drop at virtually the same time. Reeves just getting a little bit further than Rasmussen. So Riku Kiri takes the farmer's walk just in front of Magnussen, who started to come into this competition. Jukka Ahola, even though he's third, he's still first overall. Speaking to Riku Kiri afterwards, he says, yeah, I was expecting to be amongst the best. He said, you were in a league of your own. He says, Atlas Pool seemed to tire some of the guys out. I'm fairly satisfied with my performance. And asked, was that your maximum performance? He says, I always give everything my best shot.
That looked pretty painful, was it?
Actually, yeah. I could feel my knees in this, so...
They were hurting?
A little bit, yeah.
What about your fingers? I'm sure that your fingers were hurting too. Can I see them?
A little bit.
Did you seriously try to break Riku's result?
No.
No, you gave up.
I figured I would get second by just closing in line and just a little bit back, because he walked pretty far, so second is enough for that.
Yeah, so you saved some of your strength for the next event.
Well, if I got anything, yeah, if I got any laps.
Do you think it's better to go really fast or slowly?
It depends on... if you go fast, you have to slow down when you're doing your turns. If it's just like a straight or like in a circle, it's better to go fast.
There's more to come here from the strongest man in Europe. Stay tuned.
You'll love Super Hits of Rock, the music that made rock history. Super Hits of Rock is a superb collection of the smash hits that made a difference from the rock years we love to remember. 4 compact discs or music cassettes, packed with the biggest songs from over 50 different original artists like Deep Purple, The Byrds, Jimi Hendrix, Procol Harum, ELO, Santana, and so many more. 4.5 hours of original hits, digitally remastered on one mighty collection of music. Rock's favorite 15 years have never sounded so good. Bring the good times back with the only rock collection you'll ever need. To order this great value collection, call the number shown on screen beside your national flag. The sensational Super Hits of Rock comes with our 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk, you can't lose. Call now and get the original hits that everyone loves to hear, only with Super Hits of Rock. Don't miss it.
For the very best in home shopping, watch the Quantum channel every day after Eurosport.
Live on Eurosport. One shared objective: to stay number 1.
The Dutch Grand Prix, live. The warm-ups and the races on Saturday from 10 a.m. on Eurosport. With Satina.
Swiss Action Watch.
And Suzuki. Ride the winds of change. Welcome back. It's time for our third event. It is the log lift. Competitors have to see how many repetitions they can do with a log that weighs about 110 kilograms. 2 competitors compete simultaneously. We start out with Fenneberg and Osala. It's a good start for Bernd Fenneberg from Holland, and Hannu Osala from Finland not far behind him. looking for another one. Asala, meantime, is really starting to contemplate. Now Asala drops down with just 12. Fenneberg manages 2 more. I would have to think that that is only an average performance, as we see the next 8 competitors still to come. Samuelsson and Lane next. Great amount of focus and concentration. It's effectively like bench pressing a fairly large person above your head. Some prefer to do it quickly, some prefer to take their time, but in the end it's going to be disappointing. Samuelsson managing 10, Asala, is he going to go for one more? No, he says that's it. So Asala just gets 12. Samuelsson confirming that he just got 10. One would think that there are competitors who can beat that, particularly this man, Kiri and Oleg. This should be a big battle. Riku Kiri and Heinz Oleg, 2 big guys, 194 and 191 in height respectively. Kiri starts quickly. Oleg seeming to have very few problems. Well, great start from both of these men, making that log look very light indeed. Now the strain starts to tell. Now you've got to dig deep to try and get those bench presses out one by one. Well, we said this could go, and it does. Kiri gets 19, but Oleg goes one better and gets 20. Big log lifts. And now the men from Iceland and Denmark, similar surnames. Let's see how they perform. Magnusson and Flemming Rasmussen. Where they go, on your left is Magnusson, on your right is Rasmussen. That's Rasmussen there. So he's going for a bit of a stroll, really. Magnusson perhaps taking a little more strain, but he doesn't seem to be having too much of an effort right now. Rasmussen going strong. Magnusson starting to take effort, and they drop together, but Magnusson manages 15, Rasmussen 19 lifts. And there you can see Magnusson just saying, well, try my best. Perhaps he's saving something for reserves. Now the final 2, Jamie Reeves from England and Jukka Ahola from Finland. Reeves starts quickly on the left. Ahola not far behind. Reeves building up a bit of rhythm, and this is looking good for the Brit. Ahola is already starting to take strain. Well, if that's what it takes, Jamie. Ahola drops out, having completed just 13. And Reeves says, thank you very much. A massive 22 bench presses for the log lift. Gives him the maximum of 12 points in this event. A great result for Reeves. Sees him move up into tie 5th, but Oleg and Riku Kiri are tied first at this stage. Magnusson back in 3rd.
That was a great performance. Are you starting to get tired?
No, you know, I really needed points on that one. I've had two really bad events, and these guys are crawling all over me. So I needed them points really bad.
I think you did. Was it hard to hold your balance there? It seemed pretty rocky. Not for you, but for some other guys.
Yeah, it's difficult. Once you start, you know, losing your rhythm, your legs start shaking, and then, you know, you're in no man's land. And I know some of the guys like Kiri and Ole should be very strong, and Magnussen from the powerlifting days. So I was lucky going last because I knew what I had to do.
So it's better not to take a rest.
For sure. Hey, once you take a rest, it's all over.
I think you did pretty well.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Did you need any extra oxygen after that performance?
No, not after this. The hardest was this arm over arm.
Yes, your technique was pretty good. Like, have you practiced this one a lot?
No, not really. Not this heavy, never. But in the end, I lost all my grip. That was the problem.
So it's harder to lift the log than a normal bar in the gym?
Yeah, for sure, because it's so thick, and then it's always in front of your chin, and then you have to balance. That's the biggest problem.
Well, you did great.
Thanks.
Thanks.
He did great indeed. He's moved into first position. There are 3 events down and 3 left. And now the pole push. It's a battle in the arena. 2 competitors fight against each other, trying to push the other one out the ring. The diameter of the ring is 6 meters. The pole weighs about 20 kilograms. This is about leverage. Wouldn't hurt if you were a samurai wrestler, I wonder. Or a sumo wrestler, for that matter. Starting out with Reeves and Rasmussen. Rasmussen, it would appear, having the edge over the Brits, but maybe not. And in the end, it's Reeves who gets the victory, so he goes through to the quarterfinals. These are a good result. He thinks he's back into contention. As we have a look, Rasmussen making all the early gains. And Reeves just standing strong and really holding his own. Looking to try and get Rasmussen slightly off balance. And finally, the push sees Rasmussen come away with just 3 points. Reeves into the quarters. Bernd Finneberg from the Netherlands taking on Samuelsson. Magnus Samuelsson from Sweden. Samuelsson, the Swedish champion in arm wrestling. I wonder if this is bears any similarity. Well, we'll see in just a moment. Bernd Finneberg, Holland's strongest man last year. So he knows everything about some tough competition. And very short work. Finneberg just wipes out Samuelsson. No problems at all. The big man saying, take that. So Pittock and Forbes. Cohen Forbes from Scotland will take on Bill Pittock from England. Well, it looks as though the decision has gone against Forbes Cohen. He's not happy about it. The judges reckon that he touched the line. And as a result, Forbes Cohen will drop out. Claims 3 points. Yes, pushed, in fact, into the rope. And the judges having no alternate there but to call the decision against him. manages to hold on for this moment. But there's the touch, and you tend to think it was only a matter of time.
Okay, gentlemen.
So the first of the quarterfinals would pit Riku Kiri from Finland up against Heinz Olech from Germany. And Kiri makes very short work. I beg your pardon, Heinz Olech just pushes Kiri out of the ring, gives him no chance at all. Heinz Olech is on his way to becoming Europe's strongest man if he can stay in the top 3 in each event from now. He's currently lying first. Magnusson against Ahola. The man from Iceland against the man from Finland. And Magnusson takes the quarterfinal and he moves into the semis. Bill Pidcock from England, the last of the quarterfinals, up against the very powerful, very strong Bernd Fenneberg from the Netherlands. We saw him in action just a moment ago, and he was devastating. Let's see what the result might be this time. This, the last of the quarterfinals. Pidcock's got it all to do. Fenneberg looks so tough, but Pidcock's coming back at him, and he's got him off balance. Bill Pidcock, a wonderful upset for the Englishman. He goes into the semi-finals. Well, you can see Fenneberg was trying to get leverage against Pidcock, but just a little quicker and getting him off balance. There was the key moment, just that little shove, and then no let up. Fenneberg goes out the ring. So the first of the semi-finals sees Germany's Heinz Olech against Magnusson from Iceland. The world's strongest man in 91, 94 and 95. Can he pull off a performance here in Europe? Olech, remember, tie first going into this event. And he looks as though he's got the edge on Magnusson again, but Magnusson very cleverly, I was going to say very cleverly, just working his way around the outside. But Olech dumps him unceremoniously outside the ring and takes the win as he goes into the final. Olech tried to get a bit of maneuvering, but there was no let-up from Olech. And he's assured himself of at least third place, because in the other semi-final is going to be Bill Pidcock against Hannu Osala from Finland. First time we've seen him in this discipline. But Pidcock again, so strong. Makes short work of Osala. So it will be Pidcock and Olech in the final to see who will get the maximum of 12 points and who will get the second of 11. This then the final in the pole push. It's Olech from Germany versus Pidcock from the UK. And Pidcock's in all sorts of trouble. Olech gets the win. He takes the pole push. Pidcock gets second. He walks away with 11 points. But Heinz Olech now firmly in command of this Europe's strongest man as he goes into a 42 point lead. That takes him into first place. Second, Magnus van Lagerson. Second overall. Bill Piddock, good result for him, but it moves him only up into 10th place overall. Magnussen 4 points back.
Do you think that your body weight was a great advantage for you?
Yeah, it has to do also with body weight, power, and on this, of course, the shoes are important.
Is your spirit still high, or you're getting exhausted?
I ain't feeling too good. I don't know what's up with me. I feel a bit down, but still got a few events to go, so I'm just doing my best, and that's it.
Welcome back to the Helsinki Ice Stadium in Finland. I'm Jason Roberts. It's time for the Hercules hold. This tests man to the very limit. Each competitor has to hold 2 cars in position. Each vehicle weighs about 1¼ tons. The winner, the one who keeps the grip for the longest time. And we start with Jukka Lane from Finland. He hasn't got much to go. Lane, let's go, just after 49 seconds, 49 and a half. That's a good start. That will be a tough time to beat. Fleming. No, this is Magnus Samuelsson from Sweden. Time to beat at the moment, 49.49. 4 seconds. Can he do it? Oh, he's given up when it looked as though he had a chance of going further, because he's actually given up at 0.4 of a second less than Lane. So Samuelsson in second place for the time being now. Riku Kiri, the big Finn. Good composure, nice concentration. He's got 2.5 tons trying to pull him apart. He looks as though he's having a doze. Well, we haven't got the clock on the screen, unfortunately, but I can tell you, there we have it now, just over 30 seconds. Got to say, he's going very, very well indeed. No problems at this stage, that's for sure. And it looks as though he's going to come up and pass the 49-second barrier easily. He's done it, he's there. Now, can he go for a minute? Can he do it? He looks as though he's taking strain, he's holding, he's buckling. And now he lets go. 101. Riku Kiri moves into first place. Great effort from the man from Finland. And that brings to the fore Heinz Olech, current leader at the moment. Well, the clock hasn't even got to 30 seconds. I mean, it's only not even 15 seconds. And he looks as though he's taking serious strain. Maybe he's gone too fast, too soon. Is this a case of burnout for the German? Olech is in trouble. He's got to hold on. Oh, and he's let go 35 seconds. That is a disappointing result. He is certainly not going to be happy with that. Heinz Olech from Germany, let's go. And at the moment, that sees him down in 8th place. The man they all come to see, Magnus van Magnusson. The Iceland competitor. Such a character. He has really brought the world's strongest man competition to the public eye and the attention in the last 3 or 4 years. A great character, and certainly one who enjoys a practical joke. But Magnusson looks as though he's also starting to take strain. Can he hold on? .43.81. A disappointing result for Magnusson as well. That takes him into 5th position. A resigned smile for the crowd on his face as he exits and allow Jamie Reeves to come into the contest.
10 seconds.
He looks as though he's enjoying it too. World's strongest man back in 1989, second in the contest in 92. Jamie Reeves, taller than he looks on television, I have to say, 1.93 meters, 145 kilograms. Well, Reeves passes Oleg's time. Gone past the 40 seconds. Can he get up to Samuelson and Lane at 49? No, he can't. 44.3 seconds. Jamie Reeves takes his tally to 4th position. In front of his home crowd. Jukka Ahola from Finland. The audience is just willing him to keep his will, his spirit, and particularly those cars together. Well, it's a good start so far. Ahola, the winner of the European Hercules contest in 1995, so this is definitely a discipline that he enjoys. Winner of the Finnish Open earlier on this year at 185 centimeters and 117 kilograms. Maybe there's something to be said for the shorter, lighter competitors, because Ahola is going for 101.13 inches to beat. He's got it. He's got it now. How long can he hold on for? Oh, incredible. Just short of 1 minute and 8 seconds. Jukka Ahola from Finland nails the Hercules hold contest. His favorite discipline, he's done it again. Bernd Venneberg from Holland. He has a tough task ahead of him. Screaming and shouting to himself. Only 10 seconds into the hold itself. Time to beat then, 107.94. It must seem like an eternity. Venneberg's in trouble. I don't think he can hold it for a minute. How long can he hold on for? That's the question. 101 is the second time. 49.49 is the third time. So, can Venneberg go for that? Get a 3rd position? No, he drops down at 48.98. So that puts him in 5th position. Venneberg gets it. But devastation from Jukka Ahola as he takes the Hercules hold and he goes into tie 2nd. Riku Kiri now moves into 1st. And disappointment for Heinz Oleg as he drops all the way down the rankings.
Tässä nähtiin taas, mitä on suomalainen sisu. Todella tiukasta paikasta.
Jukka Ahola being questioned afterwards, he says, here we see the famous Finnish stamina. It was important in a tight spot. What is your secret? Well, Ahola says it was easy to be next to Kiri and to follow his example.
Kuinka paljon auttoi tämä yleisö?
Being asked, was the cheers and the applause from the audience a big help? He says it's fantastic to have the audience so close. So, the last competition, the Power Stairs. We move into 2 competitors competing at the same time. Both have 3 different objects which they must carry to the top. Each object weighs about, believe it or not, 205 kilograms. The winner, the one who does it the fastest. And immediately starting off, Samuelsson takes off with Pittock from the UK. And Pittock looks as though he's having trouble with that second weight. Pittock from England is not going to be able to make it. So Pittock pulls out. He will get no points, but Samuelsson continues. Magnus Samuelsson, Sweden's strongest man last year, gets it in a time of 43.76 seconds. A good start from the Swede.
43.76 for Magnus Samuelsson.
Bernd Fennerberg and Cohen Forbes up next. No real problems. It looks though as though Forbes Cohen has got a problem, because Fennerberg is the only one left in the contest. And he goes up to set a great time, 30.98 seconds. Good technique, keeping his back straight, using those big powerful legs of his. And he sets the standard. Now, Osala, it looks like. And he is up against, it looks like it just to be confirmed, yeah, Flemming Rasmussen from Denmark. Great competitors. Who's going to get to the top first? Osala does it in a time of 30.47, and he gets congratulated by, was in fact, Jukka Lane. And Lane gets to the top in 31.20. So Osala with the fastest time. Now Magnusson and Oleg. Can Oleg pull something back here? It's the German up against that man from Iceland again. Oleg is doing very, very well, and Magnusson's not far behind. The final one, there goes the clock for 20. Oleg, just one more step. He gets it, 27 seconds. Magnusson in 30 seconds. So Oleg moves into first place, 27.96. Magnusson congratulates him. He didn't do too badly either, 30.66. So it's all down to this man, Riku Kiri, taking on Ohala. Kiri and Ohala. Kiri needs to do well here in order to take the title. Ohala would also like to do particularly well, but he's struggling with that first weight. He manages to get it there finally, but Riku Kiri is just flying. 17 seconds, he's down to the last weight. A performance like this is going to see him become Europe's strongest man. Can he do it? Time to beat. 27 seconds. Kiri does it, also 27 seconds, but 27.46. Riku Kiri takes the full win, the full 12 points, as Ohala finishes. But Riku Kiri snatches first place after Oleg had come back at him strongly. Just 2 points separated them in the end. Kiri on 59, Oleg on 57. Kiri had to perform strong. He was tough. Riku Kiri becomes Europe's strongest man. That's the way they finished. Kiri, Oleg, just half a second between the two of them. And Kiri gets the overall title. Magnusson does well, comes through in third. Jukka Ohala from Finland. In fact, Finland 4, 5 and 6, Ohala, Asala and Lane. But it's Riku Kiri, the homeboy, who comes through in first place. Jamie Reeves down in 8th. And a disappointment for Forbes going from Scotland. He rounds out the 12 in 14th.
Kysymys, uskotko voittoa?
So, interviewing the overall winner, Riku Kiri, he says, did you believe in the victory? He says, it was one of the toughest competitions I've been in. I lost a lot of points in the Atlas pool and then in the pole push because of my shoes, he says. They were fairly slippery, but I changed them and as a result, it became a lot better.
Kotiyleisön edessä varmaan maistuu aika hyvälle tämä voitto.
It was nice to win in front of the home audience.
Ja sitten multa on niin paljon kyselty, että koska on seuraavat kilpailut.
Came to see.
Onneksi ne sai nyt sitä, mitä ne tuli hakemaan.
I don't think anybody can complain with that.
Today?
Yeah.
Oleg, second.
There were 3 grip events, and otherwise I had won this. My problem is the grip, and the circular assault destroyed everything. But that's the reason I'm happy about the second place.
So what did you think of this last event? Was it tough?
It's quite hard, yeah. It's actually a good thing if you're a tall man in this one. And I'm not one of the tallest. But no, it's okay.
What about this competition in general? Are you happy about how it went?
Actually, yeah, I'm quite happy with my performance. Like I said earlier, my power is not up yet. But I seem to be coming along okay. So it's just the start of the season. So it's better to have a bad start and a good finish.
Well, Magnus Magnusson threatening with things to come as it builds up towards the world's strongest man competition towards the end of the year. Riku Kiri takes the win for the time being. I hope you enjoyed our coverage. There'll be more on Eurosport. But for the meantime, from me, Jason Roberts, farewell.